Wait. Okay. Now, I understand you watching this video. You're thinking, what the fuck, Jerry? Like, are you crazy? How can you side with Mauro Ranallo? Okay? How can you side with this guy? There's been terms that have been thrown around like beta male. What's the other word? Soft, not hard-skinned. And I understand that some people are going to assume that I'm going to be going at Corey Graves and saying, oh, well, Corey Graves shouldn't bully people because, you know, and which would contradict everything that I would say about freedom of speech, and would contradict everything that I would say about, you know, being open and open communication. However, this situation is different. And the dirt sheets and the, obviously the YouTubers, because the YWC right now is a herd of sheep. Like, just, shoo, get out of here. Right, the whole place is full of sheep. And I want to make things very perfectly clear. I'm going to explain why. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's not waste any time, okay? Where my issue is with this, and I want you to listen very closely, is that I believe more is going on. Now, this isn't a conspiracy video. It's not a conspiracy against WWE. It's not a conspiracy against anything, okay? This is just my opinion. I believe Corey Graves is an asshat. I believe Corey Graves is someone who can't be trusted. I mean, just look at his wife. Anywho, right. Right, I understand he can't be trusted, okay? Now, people have cheated on their wives before and they've done well for themselves, alright? Okay? But, I mean, you know, he's with Carmella. However, I believe, like, Corey Graves does these little digs, and he reminds me so much of people that I've met in real life. And I've noticed people very similar to Corey Graves. And a lot of people are going to automatically say, well, Jerry, are you comparing Corey Graves to JBL? No. JBL, with all due respect, is just an outright bully bastard, okay? He bullies even the strongest of people. He'll just bully anyone, because JBL is an asshat as well. On Corey Graves' side, however, he's a slimy little snake that you can just tell that likes to do little cheap shots, but present himself as a hero. Corey Graves, for example, will go on Twitter and he will do these sly digs at people, to fans, and he will do it to other wrestlers and do these sly kind of punches and say, hey, I'm just joking. I mean, hey, I'm just joking, guys. What I said was, I was only talking about the rivalry between NXT, and I was talking about the rivalry of this, that, and the other. Here's the problem, okay? Here's the problem. See, people, and I noticed this, in life in general, will use, and it's in the UK and Ireland, we use something like the banter, or in America you would say ribbing. You like to rib someone, okay? And in due respect, some of them things can be funny. However, where you have ulterior motives, and I believe Corey Graves does have motives, hence the reason why I apologized. I believe that he, and this is, by the way, this is like for young people. Oh shit, I forgot. That's right, there's no young people on my channel anymore because YouTube has done away with them. See you later, children! I think Corey Graves is a sneezely little snake that will do these little cheap shots, and then he will try and force Mauro Ranallo out the door. And I believe this was a tactic. If you don't believe it's a tactic, I'm sorry, but you've never left the house and you've never been in a social circle. Because I've been in social circles where they do this type of thing. And those people that don't realize it, you better start realizing it, because this type of stuff happens on a regular basis. There will be people that will regard yourself in whatever form it might be, and they will present themselves and say, hey, you know, you're a cool guy, You are, you know. Pity about the hair, though. I'm only joking. I'm only joking, though. I'm only joking. Is he away? He's away. He has really bad hair. That's what I fucking don't like. That's the one thing I don't like. And when I see that little meth head tattoo little bitch, that's who I see. And I do believe Corey Graves is that person. You can just tell instantly from the moment that I seen him with his snide little Twitter remarks and his sly little comments on commentary. You know, you goddamn know this man is a Weasley little snake. He's not a JBL. Because, with all due respect, JBL is a complete asshat, but at least he'll probably try and be direct with the person. Corey Graves, on the other hand, is just this weaselly, little, snaky kind of guy that will say little cheap shots, and then go, oh guys, I didn't mean it. I got caught, I'm the victim here. And he's doing this whole thing, and people are bashing Mauro Ranallo. They're bashing him, saying he's a beta male, he's too soft, he's this, he's that. Put it this way, and I'll give you an example, okay? I'm gonna give you two examples, actually. One example is that Mauro Ranallo, when he returned to NXT, after the whole thing with JBL, he was introduced by Triple H, and they called him the bipolar rock and roller. Now, he didn't leave it. He didn't leave it because of that joke. With all due respect to him, after everything that happened, and I thought it was quite a bold move from Triple H. But Mauro Ranallo took it on the chin and went, hey, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. So, if he can take that joke, there's clearly a problem between him and Corey Graves. Corey Graves, from my perspective, is a Weasley little snake. Look at the way he slithered into Camilla's pants. Because in reality, he's a Weasley little snake. And kids, okay, I know a lot of you aren't watching this, you know, unless you're using those where you change your name on your profile or whatever the fuck. But here's some advice to any men out there, and women, by the way. And this goes for women, do this a lot as well, and men. Is that you will in life see people where they will pretend to be like that they're only joking, and they will say, "Hey, I'm only joking, guy. I mean, your eyes wonky. I'm just joking," and then they'll just bash it behind your back. That's what I think Corey Graves is, and I'm actually kind of ashamed because there are some people in this community that automatically jump the gun, and that's why. Like, listen. Every single thing that this community has said, I completely disagree with. From the CM Punk thing, from what's going on with these types of stories that's going on with AEW, Chris Jericho as well. There's been a few things that I've disagreed with, and I've kept quiet. And I kept quiet because I know that it's going to evoke a response. And I'm at the stage of my life where I don't really want that anymore. But I don't know why, but this was the tipping edge. Because this is kind of personal with me. I can relate to what's going on. Because in life, I was gonna say in life, kids, but there's fucking none of them here. I'll say men and women, or but I don't fucking know. This YouTube's just a dumpster fuck right now. But what I'm saying is that in life, okay, you will have people in your life that are gonna turn around and they're gonna say, hey, it's a pity about the nose, though. Oh, I'm only joking there, Freddy. I'm only joking there. What's that? No, I'm just joking. You know. And then whenever you say, like, why did you say that for? Because you know they've got ulterior motives. They'll go, oh my god, he's overreacting, man, yo. Bro, he's just overreacting, like, man. The man can't take a joke, man. He just can't take a joke. And then they resort to, like, people are so fast to go to this SJW thing. Like, it's gotten to the point where people don't even know what an SJW is. An SJW is someone that hates freedom of speech. That's the problem. However, what you can do is critique people that have got ulterior motives and want to cause some mental harm to you. You have a right to defend yourself, and that's where the line is going right now. People don't even know how to defend themselves, because if they do, they get told that they're triggered and that they're an SJW and they're this and that. Common sense has gone out the window, people. It has. And this is some advice to some of you watching this. Keep your social friends and keep it very tight. Now I'm gonna get to another main point, and this is a very, very main point. And I hope I've convinced you as to why this is the case. And this is probably why I'm in the YWC, because I like to flip. Now, I don't know, that sounds really cringy. I was about to say flip a script. Oh, fucking Jesus, that's such a cringy thing to say. But switch things around. And I like to turn it on its head, and I like to put it upside down and go, that's the problem. And that's why I'm in this community. And I've forgotten that. I've forgotten that. I've forgotten exactly to say, you know what, you're in the wrong. Right, now I'm gonna give you this example, alright? Let's say, now, so a lot of people are saying, well, Jerry, Corey Graves is just critiquing. He's just doing his job. He's part of a storyline. And I've already said before, I believe that he's got ulterior motives. I mean, do you really think that Corey Graves wants a guy? With all due respect, Mauro Ranallo is way more talented than Corey Graves. In fact, I would prefer Mauro Ranallo on there on Raw, to be honest with you. But, and by no means am I acting like a fanboy or anything to Mauro Ranallo. I just think the guy's good. I just think he's very good at his job. But I do think that there are people in that position that are trying to deter him from that. And they're doing these small little digs, and some people might say, oh, well, Mauro Ranallo overreacted or whatever, but this is my main point before I'm getting so sidetracked right now. Let's just say, hypothetically, I talked to, let's just say me and Wrestling Jesus, alright? Now, WJ, I didn't bring you up in this, but let's just say me and WJ, I randomly make a video on Wrestling Jesus, right? And I start making jokes about him, maliciously, okay? And I start making malicious jokes, but then I turn and say, hey, it's only a joke. Guys, it's only a joke. And then WJ sees my video, and then he goes, what the fuck there? Fucking little bitch, Jerry there, you understand there, fucking little bitch. So, WJ's like, what the fuck? And he has a right to do that if that ever was the case. But WJ could instantly turn around and go, the fuck? Fuck is this? Like, why are you being maliciously attacking me and personally saying all this weird shit? And yet, you didn't talk to me before that. Okay? And the thing is with that is that that's what happened here. It's equivalent to me going to Wrestling Jesus, making a joke out of him, not telling him in headway and say, yo, is this okay? And then him turn around and just, that's what it is. That's what this is. And I understand, and I've seen some comments on Facebook where they've said, well, he's just triggered, and he's just this, and he's just that. Gotta look at the main core source of the issue, because there's a lot of fake stuff out there. There's a lot of information that wants you to be, and I'm not saying this in some fucking cringy conspiracy theory way, but some people in social circles will try and almost brainwash you to think that you're in the wrong. And in reality, you're not in the wrong. And you gotta have that belief in yourself. And I say, fair play to Mauro Ranallo. Fair play to him. He's 100% right. And fuck Corey Graves. So, if you've watched this entire video and you still disagree with me, completely fine. I have nothing against you, okay? If you completely disagree with me, that's 100% okay. But I would say, if there is any of these stories, take a closer look at it. Think of yourself in their shoes. Think of the personality that this person that's happening. And that'll help you out in life. I would say this to the children, but there's none of them here now because YouTube's taking them away. They're taking my children, y'all! fuck, right. I'm gonna try and do daily videos, hopefully. My schedule's changed now where I can actually do videos now more regularly, so let me know what you think. Just as some of the news wasn't really thought-provoking for me, I could have talked about the CM Punk thing, but I don't know. It's just like, I guess he's back and people are freaking out because he's on a chat show and more clickbait than you've ever seen. I mean, I don't understand why people are clickbaiting because you don't get any ad revenue anyway. I mean, there's not. I mean, this is just dried up. It's like, it's honestly dried up. YouTube's just dried up. I might make a video on YouTube, to be honest, but on this whole YouTube thing. But a lot of people were concerned about this channel, like saying, "Oh, Jerry, you in danger," or whatever. Honestly, I've changed it now for adults only, so only adults only can watch this. This channel was only meant for adults anyway. It's not meant for the children, y'all. I don't think it will affect my viewership to a certain degree. I know YouTube are very anti-professional wrestling, but at the end of the day, I just do this because I fucking find it hilarious. I just find the world hilarious. Yeah, I just find the whole thing fucking hilarious, and just people that are simpletons where they just act like sheep. Anyway, on that bright note, this is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel, signing out.